श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गे राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। शैलेश, Hare Krishna. So, I welcome you all for today's discourse on Srimad Bhagavatam. Before we start, so it is said that we have three guides for our devotional seva or devotional service or the life of bhakti that we want to practice, right? So, those three guides, thank you. Those three guides are Sadhu, Guru, and Shastra. Sadhu means a saintly person who tells you something good. Something good not with respect to roti, kapda, makan. Something good with your eternal life. That is your bhakti life. Guru is your spiritual master who teaches you how to connect to Krishna. And Shastras are scriptures which reveals you about the goal of life and how to practice it. So today we are going to discuss on this third part, which is Shastra. So when we say Shastras, what names come to your mind? Shastras. Which Shastras you have heard about? Puran, okay. What else? Upanishads, very nice. What else? Vedas, very good. What other Shastras we have heard or we know? The name, that's enough. I'm not going to ask you what is inside it. Okay. These are some of the major Shastras we have. First, as we have Samhitas, which are the four Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda. Then we have Veda Gangas, which consist of Jyotish Shastra and Shikshas, grammar, Vyakaran, and all those things. Then we have Dharma Shastras. Manu Samhita comes into Dharma Shastras. We have Puranas, 18 Puranas. We have Upanishads, Itihasas. Ramayana, Mahabharata is Itihasa, and Gita comes in Mahabharata. Then we have Agamas, then Upavedas, then we have Darshanas, Yoga, Vedanta. It's all come in Darshanas. So many things we have, right? This I don't know. We get so much consumed by just studying one, semester of whatever engineering or medicine. But if you see, you know how many shlokas are there total if you combine all shastras? It's 1 lakh shlokas. 10 lakhs, 1000 lakhs, 10,000 lakhs, 1 lakh shlokas. If you combine all this. And I am not talking about Stal Puran. Stal Puran are like every place have their own Puranas. Like Vitthal, Tukaram Maharaj. It's not there over here. You say, where is Tukaram Maharaj? Where is Naneshwari? It is Stal Puran. Where is Mirabai? Where is Doha written by other saints? That is Stal Puran. That is even more. So if you see so much, our Vedas are so huge. One life is not enough. One life is not enough for us to learn how to earn proper roti kapda makan. What to speak about learning spirituality from Vedas? It is so difficult. right? That's why, sometimes you feel chhod do yaar, who will get into all that, bhul jao. Let us not get into all that. Let us focus on our other things. So that's why, and see, all this were written by whom? Or most of it, not all, most of it was written by, okay, Brahma is the original one, and Lord Ganesh, Vyasdev and Lord Ganesh. Perfect. You all are right. So Vyasdev was the one who compiled all the Vedas. And Vyasdev was who? He was incarnation of Lord. He knew everything. He knew that in Kali Yuga, people will not be able to read it. So kya fayda hai? If you are writing a book which no one is going to read, what is the use of that book? That's why when Kali Yuga was about to begin, when Krishna was about to leave this planet and go back to the spiritual world, and Kali Yuga was about to begin, that time Vyasdev realized Kali Yuga people, they will not be able to read all this. So then Vyasdev came out of all these books. He said the books for Kali Yuga are two. One is Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. And this is there in the initial part of Srimad Bhagavatam. That's what we are going to discuss now. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? How it came into being? What is there inside it? How we should read it, right? So these are the two books for the age of Kali, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. If you read and understand and apply even little bit of these books, you know the Vedas. You don't have to bother about what is there in Vedas, because Vedas are so huge, and that too the language of Vedas is so difficult. Even Sanskrit, to learn Sanskrit, you have to spend 36 years. So 20 years, I mean, so 15 years, and then 36 years, 45 years, उसी में चले जाएंगे, फिर आप apply कभी करोगे, right? So this all, the Ved Vyas who wrote this knew all this. That's why he said, Kali Yuga, oh, people are very, first of all, our life is less, our buddhi is even less, and then we are always lazy. Correct? This all is there in the Vedas, in Srimad Bhagavatam. What are the characteristics of the people of Kali Yuga? Manda sumanda mate. Our mati is not very viksit. It's very dull. That's reality. That's reality. And then we'll not be able to read all the Vedas. That's why they came with Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, what is the difference between Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam? All this while, last 3 months, we were discussing from Bhagavad Gita, right? What is Bhagavad Gita? What is there? Yeah, song. Which song? Mile sur mera tumhara. Sorry. What is there in Bhagavad Gita? कोई आपको पूछा पकड़ के, कोई टोपी वाला, दाढ़ी वाला, बड़ा क्या है भगवत गीता में तुम्हारे? वो तुम सब मोदी बांटते रहता है सबको, क्या है उसमें? सिंपल लाइन में, इंस्ट्रक्शंस ऑफ कृष्णा, टीचिंग्स ऑफ लॉर्ड कृष्णा, teaching of how to live life as per dharma. Correct? Simple one line. What is there in Gita? How to live life as per dharma. And then there are uh, various levels. First there is jnana kand, then first it is based on jnana, then it is based on buddhi, then it is based on bhakti. All those different levels are there. See, Bhagavad Gita is not for, it will not give you only one specific knowledge. It will fit everyone. It is like from IIT, ITI से लेके IIT तक, everyone is fit into a society, right? If someone's knowledge is only till ITI, he cannot go beyond that. So there is no education for him. No, he can go into ITI. But someone is very intelligent, he can go to IIT, and then everything between that. So Bhagavad Gita is for all. Depending upon your understanding, it will reveal to you. And Bhagavad Gita is nothing but how we should live our life, how to act in different situations. Simple, right? So remember this word, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Huh? It is not Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Sometimes they mix everything and एक कुछ नया निकल जाता है, and then you feel my God, so much confusing है, छोड़ दो यार, Netflix पे एक पिक्चर देखते हैं आज, ये सब कौन देखेगा, right? So it is actually Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and as you rightly said, Bhagavad Gita is song of God. Bhagavad means Lord, Gita means song, right? Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad means holy. Bhagavatam means katha of the Lord. Bhagavatam, Bhagwan ke bare mein. So what is there in Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is having instructions to how to live life. or you can say teachings of Krishna. And Bhagavatam is about Krishna. Correct? So you have Virat Kohli. He is very good cricketer. So everyone knows, oh, he has done so many centuries and he is playing so good. Then you get more interest into him. Then you try to find out what? Who is his wife? How many children he has? What he does in his time when he is not playing cricket? Correct or not? So Bhagavad Gita is Virat Kohli's cricket. Just to put in an example. And Bhagavatam is when he is not playing cricket, what he is doing? What you are more interested in? Are you more interested in his runs? No, we are more interested in his personal life. How many centuries Virat Kohli has scored? Bolo, answer bolo. How many children he has? Getting? Simple. Life is simple. Let's not complicate it. We want stories. We want rasa. We don't want numbers. Bhagavad Gita, dharma. Ye karo, ye karo, ye karo. Bhagavatam, about Krishna. What Krishna does. Who are his friends? What he is doing now, today. What's today's date? हाँ 10th of January 8:50-40-20 हुए अब भी कृष्णा क्या कर रहे होंगे टेल मी दैट डोंट टेल मी ऑल दिस इंस्ट्रक्शंस आई नो दैट right so we as spirit soul we are such chit anand we are looking for pleasure we are looking for knowledge we want to be eternally living we don't want to die what we are more interested in is bhagavatam actually about Krishna. Correct, na? Simple example I give you, and then you were able to relate to it, right? So, what is there in Bhagavad Gita? As I've said, Bhagavad Gita is about instructions of Krishna, and Bhagavatam is about Krishna. Bhagavad Gita has how many shlokas? Okay, Bhagavatam has how many shlokas? 18,000. Okay, बहुत बड़ा है वो पीछे कबर्ड है देखो कुर्चा लगा के बंद करके रखा है उसको अभी ग्रेट वॉल ऑफ चाइना डाला है उसके पीछे वो सारा कबर्ड इज फिल्ड विद भागवतम इट इज नॉट all that is Bhagavatam. So there are 12 cantos, 12 big books, so big. 18,000 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavatam. What is there in Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita speaks about what's my duty, what's the self knowledge, what I should have about me, and discipline. Which are the three parts of Gita? 6 chapters, 6 chapters, 6 chapters. First 6 chapters speaks about Karma Yoga. It speaks about me. The middle chapter speaks about Lord. And the last 6 chapters speaks about the world around us. You remember the 3 sections what we had spoken about Gita? You're right. It's the same thing. First 6 chapters speaks about me. Who am I? Right? I am not this body. I am the spirit soul. Okay. The middle 6 chapters speaks about God. Who is Krishna? Who is the supreme Lord? Who is the controller? What he does? What is his guna? And the last 6 chapters speaks about the world, the prakriti in which we are living. Right? So that is duty, self-knowledge, discipline. What Bhagavatam speaks about? It speaks about devotion to Lord Krishna and how to develop love to him. What we all are looking for is love. If you want to put it in simple words. We all are looking for that one element of love. Rasa. Right? And Bhagavatam teaches how to develop that rasa for the supreme person who is ready to reciprocate that love with us. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. And this is about life of Krishna and about life of his devotees. So Bhagavad Gita is about what to do in life, correct? Bhagavad Gita tells us what to do in life. Bhagavatam tells us how to do it. It tells us how to do it. It's very easy to tell, हाँ ऐसा करना चाहिए, ऐसा करना चाहिए. Someone shouts on you, you should take a deep breath and control. How long you're going to do it? How long you're going to do it? Someone is coming to kill you with a sword. What you have to do? You have to pray to Lord. You should not. Someone hit you on this cheek, you give this cheek also. How long you going to do it? Right? That is in Bhagavad Gita. What is there in Bhagavatam? Story about Prahlad. You know Prahlad? Who came to kill him with a sword? His own father. His own father. हमको तो कोई बाहर वाला आता है मारने के लिए. खुद बाप ही आ रहा है अभी क्या करने का इसको? What Prahlad did in that situation? Srimad Bhagavatam. What Lord Ram did? हमको किसी ने बोला तेरे को प्रॉपर्टी से निकाल दूंगा मैं बाहर तेरा प्रॉपर्टी मैं लेके जाऊंगा ओके विल फाइट विद हिम इधर फादर ओनली इज टेलिंग गेट आउट 14 years आउट फादर ओनली इज टेलिंग गेट आउट व्हाट इज गोइंग टू डू भरत राम लक्ष्मण सेड टेक sword kill him you know that Lakshman said take sword Lord Ram let's kill Bharat kill father he said that Let's rule on the bull of sword. Ram said, what are you talking about? We are Raghuvanshi. Right? Bhagavad Gita, what to do. Bhagavatam, how to do it. Examples of all these great devotees. Lord Ram, provoking situation. How he acted in that provoking situation. It's easy to tell instruction. ऐसा करो, ऐसा करो, ऐसा करो, ऐसा करो. आप बोलोगे किसी ने किया था क्या ये पहले? आ जाओ, भागवतम सिखाता हूँ. भागवतम में सबका है. ध्रुव महाराज इज देयर, प्रहलाद महाराज इज देयर, भरत महाराज, behind whose name we got the name Bharat. What he did, how he perfected his life and went back to the spiritual world. We said, no, हमको वैकुंठ जाना है. कोई गया क्या वैकुंठ? Everyone in Bhagavatam have gone back to Vaikuntha. How Lord Shiva acted when Sati immolated herself. What he did after that. And what happened after that. And what we should learn from all this. Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavad Gita is what to do. Srimad Bhagavatam is examples of people who have applied Bhagavad Gita in their life. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why it's called Bhagavat Mahapuran. Clear? Itna to clear abhi? Perfect. Now let us get into more things about Bhagavatam. So as I've said, Bhagavatam has 12 cantos in it, 12 parts, which is having 18,000 shlokas in all. So it is said that if you want to learn how to love God or Krishna, then study Srimad Bhagavatam. It develops our love towards Lord. I'll come back. Okay, so now let's go to history of Bhagavatam. How Bhagavatam came into being. So here I will tell you one, two, three stories. Okay, just be with me. Three stories, and all these three stories will get connected. You know, it's like a movie. You know, movie में दिखाते हैं ना ये एक story वो एक story. Last में climax. हाँ ये तीनों same हाँ क्या तो ये भी ऐसा ही है. वेद व्यास को पता था हमको ऐसे ही मूवीज अच्छे लगते हैं जिसका क्लाइमैक्स ऐसा कुछ तो तिकड़म रहता है. Right? So at the start creation, when Krishna created the material world, you know, that photograph what we have put behind, the spiritual world and material world down. When material world was created, it was all dark, nothing was there, only Mahavishnu was sleeping, lying in the ocean. And from the nabi of Mahavishnu what comes? A lotus comes, and on top of the lotus who comes? Brahmaji is created. Now, Brahmaji is so small and that Lord is so huge, he cannot even see. He is looking this side, that side, it's all dark. कुछ भी नहीं है ब्रह्मा जी को. Brahma is not able to see. And Brahma's whole body is made of Sat. Our soul is made of Sat Chit Ananda. Right? We are Satchid Ananda. It's made of knowledge. We are eternal and it's made of bliss, our soul. Our body is made of Panchamahabhuta. Brahmaji's whole body is made of Sat. No, sorry, his whole body is made of Chit. Chit means knowledge. Can you imagine how super intelligent will be Brahmaji? And when Brahmaji was created, he's looking here, there, it's all dark. Kya karna pata nahi. He just heard tapa, do tapasya. So he started doing tapasya for millions of celestial years. And then somewhere Lord Krishna spoke Gayatri to him and gave him the knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam. In Srimad Bhagavatam, along with the stories and examples of devotee, it is also there how the creation was made. You know, how the worlds were created, different planets were created. So Lord Krishna gave him this knowledge of how creation is to be done through Gayatri. And this Brahma himself says in Brahma Samhita. Brahma says in Brahma Samhita, it was all dark. You, Lord, after I did tapasya, you gave me this knowledge. Okay. So now Lord Krishna himself passed on the knowledge of Bhagavatam to whom? Brahmaji. Brahmaji has a son. What's his name? He has many sons because he was the first father he created. One of his sons is Narad Muni. So Brahmaji passed on this knowledge of Bhagavatam to Narad Muni because he know Narad Muni goes everywhere. He is there in all the universes. So he passed on this knowledge to Narad Muni. If you have to tell something about someone and you want the whole city to know about it, whom you will tell? You know whom to tell, right? So you will tell someone who will spread it everywhere. So of course Narad is not like that, but Brahmaji knew Narad Muni goes everywhere. Let me tell him this Bhagavatam knowledge to Narad Muni. He will give it to everyone. So Narad Muni got the knowledge of Bhagavatam. Okay, let's take a pause over here. Who is this? Vyasdev, right? He's Vyasdev. See, he's writing something over there. He's sitting in Badrika Ashram. He is Vyasdev. And Vyasdev compiled what? He compiled all the Vedas. So he wrote so many Vedas. Can you imagine? 1 lakh verses. And after writing so much of Vedas, he was still not satisfied. He was not getting that contentment, that fulfilling that I did something, or he had that hollowness in life. So he goes to his spiritual master. His spiritual master is Narad Muni. So he goes to Narad Muni and he says, Narad Muni, I wrote so much, but I am not getting satisfaction. So Narad Muni said, yes, you wrote so much, but you have not written anything about the sweet pastimes of Lord Krishna. You've written everything. You've written the Vedas, you've written the Agamas, the Puranas, the Itihasas, but this is all do's and don'ts, rules and this and that and that. Where are the sweet pastimes of the Lord? What everyone is hankering for, right? Why we watch new movies every time? Every Friday we want a new Durandar. Right? We want stories. We want pastimes. We want to hear nice about me, myself, my land, my country, my this, everything connected to me. Right? Will you see a movie which is released by Pakistan? No, because they'll glorify there. They'll make you villain. You would not like to be a villain, right? You want sweet pastimes, which is so sweet to your ears and looking good to you, to our eyes. Bhagavatam, when we are speaking good about the Lord, it is sweet not only to our ears, but it is sweet to our soul. That's why Hari Katha goes right in the soul, not with the body. Durandar will get over when this body will be cremated. But Hari Katha, which goes in our ears, which we will discuss now, it will go right in the soul and it will remain with us for years, for lives after life, not just in this life. That's why you decide now what you want to accumulate, because your memory is limited, only 1 terabyte memory. In that 1 terabyte, you'll put 100 Durandars or you'll put 100 Hari Kathas. Memory is limited. You cannot say, I'll take this also, I'll take this also. You cannot be in two boats. Right? All the material things what we collect after this body is gone, it is gone. But Hari Katha, Hari Naam, Hari Kirtan, it will remain life after life after life. Right? So he said, you're not discuss any sweet pastimes of the Lord. And now Narad Muni transfers the entire Bhagavatam, what he heard from Brahma ji, to Vyasdev. Okay? यहाँ तक एक स्टोरी हो गया. Okay? Now it came from whom? Krishna. It came to Brahma ji. Brahma ji, it came to Narad Muni. From Narad Muni, it came to Ved Vyas. Who spoke Bhagavad Gita to whom? Krishna spoke to Arjun. Okay? Similarly, Bhagavatam is also a dialogue. It is not stories. It's a dialogue. And stories are told within the dialogue. So now we will introduce you to two important sages who spoke Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is a dialogue between these two great sages, Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. So Sukadeva Goswami spoke like Krishna and Parikshit Maharaj like Arjuna asked questions. Okay? You have to memorize this name. One is what? Sukdev Goswami. And second is Parikshit Maharaj. Very simple to remember. Parikshit Maharaj, Sukdev Goswami. Okay. Now, what we will do is we will try to understand who are these two personalities and how they came to this point of speaking and hearing Bhagavatam. Okay. Vrindavan, Srimati Radharani. Radha and Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. When Krishna expands himself, he expands himself, right? And all this whole world and everything is created. His first expansion is Balram, his brother. So on the right side, when he expands, he creates Balramji. And when he expands on the left side, he creates Radharani. So Radharani is not different. Radharani is not someone else in Krishna, Main Radha, Tum. Radha and Krishna are same. Okay? Radha and Krishna are non-different. You must have watched something else on the Star Plus and all that, but वो ऐसा ही है धुरंधर पार्ट 3 उसका कुछ रियलिटी नहीं है. Shastras are saying Radha and Krishna are same. Okay, so Radha Rani When they were in the material world here in Vrindavan, they came to do various pastimes to attract our heart back to them. Okay. Time was getting over of Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga was about to start. So now it was time for them to go back to the spiritual world. So Krishna, so just before that, this parrot. So she had this parrot, and every time she wanted to give some message to Krishna, she used to tell to this parrot. This parrot is to fly, go to Nanda Bhavan, and give message to Krishna. From Barsana to Nanda Bhavan, he used to fly. So every small, big, everything about Krishna and Radharani, this parrot knew. Krishna, this parrot knew all the stories about Krishna, everything about Krishna. He was so much attached to both of them. Just imagine, you, the topmost love is between Radha and Krishna. It is not about the physical love. We all are looking for love. It's about on the mental platform. Just to make it very simple. And Radha and Krishna's love is the topmost love, Shiromani, the topmost. And he was there to experience the Adan Pradan, how they talk to each other, how they reciprocate with each other. So he was filled with Krishna Prem. And when time came for everyone to go back to the spiritual world, Parrot also said, yeah, I also will come with you all. We'll go to the spiritual world. Radharani said, okay, wait. You don't come with us, you stay here. And I'll tell you what you have to do. Because in Kali Yuga, we have to give this, what knowledge, what you have, you have to give to others. So what you do, you go to the place where there'll be glories about Krishna sung continuously. Wherever there is Krishna Katha going on, you go over there and you hear. And I have already taught you so many things. In future, for all the generations to come in Kali Yuga, you give this knowledge to them. And this parrot was not taken to the spiritual world, he was kept here only. This parrot was a very strong parrot. It was just not like any other ordinary parrot. If you go to Vrindavan, there are so many parrots. When we'll go, we'll see. So he was a very powerful parrot. So he flied from Vrindavan. He went to different places, just checking where there is Krishna Katha going on. He went right on top, and he went to Kailas. Lord Shiva was telling Krishna Katha to Mother Parvati. So he went over there and he sat behind on one of the places. And Lord Shiva goes in trance when he is telling Krishna Katha, because Krishna Katha is so relishing, Hari Katha is so relishing. So many pastimes of Lord Krishna. He did like this and then he did like this, and he went in trance. Tears were coming from Lord Shiva's eyes, and his eyes were closed, and he was telling and he was telling and he was telling. And yet Parvati and Shiva um, had a protocol that whenever Lord Shiva tells long stories, Parvati would say, "Oh, oh, really? Oh, we have to tell back ना, नहीं तो मैं बोल ही रहा हूँ और आप लोग सब सो रहे हैं तो कैसा होगा?" Right? Oh, really? Oh, really? अभी I'm not telling you all to say that. आप लोग सब लोग बोल दिया तो आवाज बहुत बड़ा आ जाएगा. So Parvati used to say like that she used to say. So Lord Shiva, he used to feel okay, she's listening. So हरि कथा जब होता है तो क्या होता है? What happens when हरि कथा goes on? You all know it. Tell me. हाँ, कुछ लोग ने, सबको. The upper eyelid touch the lower eyelid. आँख बंद हो जाती है. We feel that we also have gone in trance like Lord Shiva, but not. This is not trance. It's called ignorance. Right? नींद आ जाती है हरि कथा में. तो थोड़ा we have to keep ourselves awake. थोड़ा ऐसा 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 करके. You have to be awake. In Kali Yuga, if you are awake in Hari Katha, means you have perfected your life. Otherwise, Kali Yuga, everyone sleeps in Hari Katha, right? Mother Parvati also had some doses during Hari Katha. And now the Shuka is watching, Hare Bapre, ye so rahi hai. Of course, Parvati is a big, she is great personality. We should not offend her. But Lord Shuka said, my God, now who will say, So otherwise Lord Shiva will stop doing Hari Katha. तो अभी इसने क्या किया? He started saying, and Lord Shiva is happy. सुन रही हो, सोई नहीं है, सुन रही है. And he speaks for days and days and days. He speaks, and then he comes out of his trance. Mother Parvati also gets up and she says, Lord Shiva, I'm so sorry. You were telling so nice Hari Katha. और मेरा थोड़ा आग लग गया. अच्छा, तुम्हारा आग लग गया? तो हूँ कौन बोल रहा था? तो देन ही टर्न्स, तो ये हमारा शुक्र, ये हमारा पैरट बेचारा स्माइल करके ऐसा, तो वो लॉर्ड शिवा गेट्स, ही इज आशुतोष, ही गेट्स प्लीज वेरी फास्ट, ही गेट्स एंग्री आल्सो वेरी फास्ट. ही सेड हाउ डेयर यू, क्या बोलते हैं, इनेक्टेड पार्वती, यू इंसल्टेड हर बाय डूइंग हु, वेट आई विल टीच यू अ लेसन. ही टेक्स हिज त्रिशूल एंड रन्स बिहाइंड दिस पैरट, and this parrot runs with full speed, and Lord Shiva also runs, and they come down from Kailas, they come down to Badrika ashram, and there Badrika ashram mein who was there? Vyasdev. And Vyasdev wife, she was just opened her mouth like this, and that Shuka comes and goes in her mouth in a womb and takes shelter over there. Lord Shiva comes with Trishul, and Vyasdev knows everything. He is incarnation of Lord. He pacifies him. He said, Lord Shiva, you know what is going to come in future. Kali Yuga is coming. We have to give the same knowledge what you gave, we have to give to the whole world. And you know this is just a part of it. Lord Shiva said, yeah, yeah, you're right. He goes back. So now this parrot who heard, who already had rasa of Krishna Prem and Radha Prem from Vrindavan, have also heard from Lord Shiva's mouth the entire Bhagavatam, the pastimes of Lord. And it is gone in the womb of Vyasdev's wife. Okay, and he is over there. In Sanskrit, parrot is also called as Shuka. Okay, he is called Shuka. Now this parrot is gone inside Vyasdev's wife, and Vyasdev's wife also gets impregnated over a period of time. And now 9 months हो गया, 1 साल हो गया, the child is not coming out only. 2 साल हो गए, 3 साल हो गए, he is not coming out only. What is this? Celestial children, उनके different रहते हैं calculation, हमारे तरह नहीं. तो फिर Vyasdev started telling the child, Baba, come out. It's time for you to come. The whole world is waiting for your gyan. Come out. He said, no, I don't want to come out. Your world is a very degraded world. If I come out, I'll get affected by all your lust, anger, greed, pride, envy. I don't want to get out. I want to be here only. This is safe. I know. Because he had got what? Bhagavad Gyan. Whoever gets Bhagavad Gyan, come to know. This world is all what it is. Sab dikhta hai. Right? Maya se sab bahar nikal jate hain. So he said, I don't want to come. He said, no, you have to come because you have to give this knowledge to the whole world. So then after 16 years, after 12 years, not 16, 12 years, the child comes out. And the child doesn't come like a small baby. He comes out in a full-fledged form. That is Shukdev Maharaj. And his name is Shukdev. Shuka is the name of the parrot. And Vyasdev keeps his name as Shukdev. So it's the same Shukdev who later gives Srimad Bhagavatam discourse to Parikshit Maharaj. And now he again gets trained more by Vyasadev to give the discourse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so this is story number 2. And later we know that Vyasadev also wrote this entire Bhagavatam, and Lord Ganesh wrote the Bhagavatam in Badrika Ashram. How many of you have gone to Badrika, Kedarnath, Badrinath? Anyone? This place is still there. This gufa where Lord Ganesh wrote Bhagavatam at the bank of Saraswati. Saraswati river is only over there. It is nowhere there in the world. Okay. So now we know how Bhagavatam came to Vyasdev. We know how Bhagavatam came to Shukdev Goswami, and we also know who is Shukdev Goswami. Okay. Now we go to understand who is Parikshit Maharaj. Who is Parikshit Maharaj? Yeah. So now the Mahabharat war gets over, right? So Bhagavad Gita is spoken. All the Kauravas and Pandavas fought. Kauravas are defeated. Pandavas are victorious. Most of them died, and the war is over. In Mahabharat, there are certain Chiranjivas. Chiranjivas means those who never die. They are always alive. Can you name some? Hanumanji, Ashwatthama, Mahabali, yes. 7. There are 7 Chiranjivs. 3 हो गए. Oh, you are sitting. Yes. Vyasdev, Vibhishan, Krupacharya, Parshuram. How we can forget? Goa. Goa is from Parshuram, right? Parshuram Bhumi. So it's from Parshuram, right? So these are Chiranjeevis. They never die. They are now also there. Hanumanji is there now also. Parshuram is there now also. He is performing tapasya. Hanumanji is chanting the names of Lord Ram. Parshuram is performing tapasya on Mahendra Parvat even now. Ashwatthama is roaming here and there like a ghost. He might get in anyone's body who roams in the night, he gets in their body, right? But night life नहीं है तो क्या फायदा है जिंदगी का right? तो one of this Chiranjeevis is Ashwatthama. Ashwatthama was whose son? हाँ, मैथ्स टीचर का लड़का है भाई, मैथ्स टीचर का लड़का है। टीचर ने सबसे अच्छा सीक्रेट बहुत सारी चीजें इसको सिखाया रहेगा, इवन दो ही इज qualified or not qualified. And same thing happened. Dronacharya had taught him some very, very powerful weapons, Brahmastra. But a guy was not at all qualified to handle Brahmastra. You know, power also comes with a lot of responsibility. He was no character person. So the entire war is over, all the Kauravas are killed. Ashwatthama is left because they didn't kill him because he's son of the teacher. And Draupadi said, don't kill him, even though he had killed 5 children of Draupadi when they were sleeping, which is not a good act. Okay, he said not to kill him. You know who killed our soldiers when they were sleeping? पठानकोट, पता है ना, सो रहे थे वो लोग। हाँ, या चाइना ने मारा। हाँ, पठानकोट चाइना में नहीं है। हाँ, ओके, फास्ट है आप बहुत। तो अश्वत्थमा killed 5 sleeping children of Draupadi. They were sleeping in the tent. He came and slit, which is very, very considered to be very bad as Kshatriya code of conduct. अर्जुन वेंट, कैप्चर्ड हिम, कॉट हिम, उसके बाल वाल मुंडवा दिए, उसको पूरा विदाउट निर्वस्त्र, ओनली वन क्लॉथ खड़ा किया उसको, एंड दे वर अबाउट टू किल हिम. द्रौपदी सेड नॉट टू किल, whatever I have left lost my children, that's destiny, but he's son of our teacher, you know, his mother is also, I know his mother, don't kill him. और ऐसा करके उसको छोड़ दिया. The guy was so shameless, even when they left him, he had nowhere to go, but he had knowledge of astras. So he released one more ब्रह्मास्त्र. So इससे पहले भी इसने एक ब्रह्मास्त्र रिलीज किया था, अर्जुन ने वो न्यूट्रलाइज किया था. Second time he left one more brahmastra, and brahmastra is such that you can take the name of the person and leave the brahmastra. The brahmastra will not touch anyone around him but that person only, and it will destroy him. So he took the name of the last child of Pandus, that is son of Abhimanyu, right? Abhimanyu was son of Arjun, and Abhimanyu had married to Uttara, and child of Abhimanyu and Uttara was in their womb. He was not even born. Just see, he was not even born, and he leaves this Brahmastra directing to Uttara, and it comes at so fast speed that no one had any. Arjun also didn't have any opportunity to counteract it, and Uttara realizes that Brahmastra is left because she is also a princess. She realized Brahmastra is coming towards me and it is directed towards my son. Immediately, there only, within a fraction of a second, she prays to Krishna. No, no looking here, no, my husband, my grand, no, no taking support from anyone. Direct source, Krishna. So in Bhagavatam, she says this, Uttara Uvacha, Pahi Pahi Mahayogi Deva Deva Jagatpate, Na Anyam Tad Abhayam Pashe Yatra Mrityu Parasharam. He says, she says, O Lord of Lords, Lord of the universe, you are the greatest of mystic. Please protect me, Pahi Pahi, for there is no one else who can save me from the clutches of death in this world of duality. Duality means double. कभी खुशी कभी गम, तारा रम पम पम, वही है हमारा जिंदगी. हाँ, कभी बॉस बोलता है अच्छा है, कभी लात मारता है, कभी घर में बोलते हैं अच्छे हैं, कभी लात पड़ती है. ड्यूअलिटी. कभी माइंड बोलता है अच्छा लग रहा है, कभी माइंड बोल रहा है बोरिंग है ना कि नहीं? ऐसा ही है ना जिंदगी. इसी में कभी दिन है कभी रात है. ड्यूअलिटी. वी आर नेवर स्थित प्रज्ञा, वी आर नेवर स्थित प्रज्ञा लाइक द ऋषिज. Duality. That's why in Shastras this word is used, duality. In this world of duality, if someone can save us, it's only Lord Krishna. It's only Hari who can cut the cycle of birth and death. No one else. Others can only give you some goodies, they can give you some gift, something, but that will not cut us from the cycle of birth and death. Right? So she immediately prays to Krishna in this, na anyam, there is no one else, abhayam pashe, who can protect me, oh Lord, please protect. And immediately Krishna comes and protects Uttara and their son Parikshit in the womb. So Krishna takes the form of a small, small size. Krishna becomes small size and he goes and rotates in the womb of Uttara. So even though that Brahmastra was thrown, And Parikshit is there like a small child, and he sees. It is said the embryo also can see. That's why when mothers are carrying the child, they should not be going in very, unholy places, because the child, the vibration, the sanskaras comes right in the womb. Then we say, oh, we never taught you this. How you're acting like this? वो तो अंदर से ही सीख के आया है. Right? Whatever we expose him to, he learned all that. So when he was there in the womb, Krishna takes small form and he goes around him, circles around him, and protects him. And that time, little bit glance, that small baby child saw Krishna in the womb, and he protects from the Brahmastra. So that's why when Parikshit Maharaj, he comes out later, every time he used to come and check the dhoti of someone, is it yellow dhoti? Oh, is the same person who came to save me in the womb, right? So that was Parikshit Maharaj. We are doing so much tapasya to see Krishna. This child saw Krishna in the womb. Sometimes we say, तेरे को पता है क्या मैं किसको जानता है? क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार, तू किसको जानता है? तू भी मरेगा, मैं भी मरूंगा. After the game of chess is over, the king and the pawn goes in the same box. You getting my point? क्या फर्क पड़ता है, तू कौन है, मैं, तू चीफ मिनिस्टर है, मैं आम आदमी हूँ, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? 10 साल, 5 साल, 20 साल, उसके बाद क्या? We all go in the same grave. What to become so proud about? Right? These things will not remain. So Parikshit, even though he saw Krishna in the womb, he was never proud. We'll see that ahead. Okay. So this is story number 3. Now we come to know who is Parikshit Maharaj. Okay, he is no ordinary man. He is not, okay, कोई नहीं था, okay, तू राजा है क्या, चल आजा, तुझे सिखाता हूँ. He was no ordinary. Krishna himself came to protect him in the womb. So now the war is over. Yudhishthir Maharaj is made the king of the entire world, and Krishna goes back to Dwarka. He rules for so many years. Yudhishthir Maharaj rules everything for so many years, and now it was time for Dwapar Yuga to get over and Kali Yuga to start. Just before Dwapar Yuga gets over, Lord Krishna, as we have already discussed, winds up all his pastime and go back to the spiritual world. So, so Krishna leaves to the spiritual world. He with everyone else, all his gopis and Radharani and everyone, Nanda Maharaj, everyone goes back to the spiritual world. So it is said in the Shastras, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Swadhama Upagato Dharma Jnana Sabhi. Ek minute, I'll show you this. This is very, very important. You will understand. Yeah. Krishna Swadhama Upagato. Krishna Swadhama Upagato. Krishna is gone back to his Dhama. Dharma Jnana Dhibhihi Sahi. And when he went, he took Dharma and Jnana also. Right? Because as long as person is there, that Dharma is there. Na? बॉस चला जाता है तो हमको पता है ऑफिस में कितना हम लोग फॉलो करते हैं. बॉस देखते हैं, बॉस गया गया, चिल मारो बस, पाव उठा के बैठो. राइट? So जब तक बॉस है, धर्मा was followed, and he went, he took dharma and jnana sah. Then what to do now? Now Kali Yuga is coming. Kalo nashto drisham isha, and this Kali Yuga is filled with so many problems. Purano arko dhuni dito. So when he left, he gave us this Purana, Bhagavat Purana. And this Bhagavat Purana, Purano arko dhuni dito. This dhunda means we are not able to see clearly. In Kali Yuga also we are not able to see clearly. So Bhagavatam will help us to see things clearly. So Krishna went, he took all dharma also with him, but he gave us Bhagavatam. And this Bhagavatam will show us the light in this age of Kali Yuga. And that is dharma. Okay. So this is there in Bhagavatam, first canto, the very first canto of Bhagavatam. So it is said over here, Krishna goes, but Krishna gave us Bhagavatam. And this marks the start of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga has started. Now Krishna has gone to the spiritual world, right? So who are associated with Krishna? Pandavas. So Pandavas says what? We also don't want to stay now. What is the use of staying? Krishna wanted us to establish religion, we did it. Now Krishna is gone, we don't want to sit over here and enjoy the kingdom. So all the 5 Pandavas and Draupadi goes to the Himalayas. They start walking towards Himalayas. And before they start walking towards Himalaya, they coronate Parikshit Maharaj as the king. Now Parikshit Maharaj is the king of entire world. And all the Pandavas and Draupadi, they walk towards Himalayas. And one by one, everyone leave their body and they go to the spiritual world. Now Parikshit Maharaj is ruling the kingdom and Kali Yuga has just started. Kali Yuga chalu hua hai. Okay, so this is 5000 years back. So one point of time, Kali Yuga Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj was going in his kingdom. Okay, now you will connect Bhagavatam kaise aaya. He was going in his kingdom. And when he was going in his kingdom, he saw one very, very ghastly and very, very ugly sin. What he saw one black looking man, very ugly looking man, has taken a big rod and he is hitting a bull, right? You can see over here. And what this man has done is he has broken the three legs of this bull. And this bull has, broken the legs and he's sitting just on one leg. And this man is getting a lot of pleasure hitting the bull. Parikshit Maharaj is a very, very saintly and pious king. He said, my God, in my kingdom, forget about doing, how they can dare to think like this? He immediately gets down from his chariot, takes a sword, and goes to kill this dark, ugly looking man. This man was very cunning, very shrewd. He gets down on his knees and he says, Maharaj, I am also the one of the persons in your kingdom. If you are Samrat, then you should give me also shelter. He said, but what are you doing? You're killing a bull. Bull is supposed to be dharma. And then this person who is there, who is he? Oh, he's Kali personified. Everything is a person. So Kali Yuga is also a person. Every Yuga is a person, just like Himalaya is a person. Ganga is a person. Holy name is a person. So similarly, Yuga is also a person. So Kali Yuga comes in this form. And the bull, what he was trying to kill. So when I say Kali Yuga means everything which is irreligious. He just started. And इससे पहले उनको कभी दिखा क्यों नहीं था? Because that age had not started. Kali Yuga had not started. Dwapar Yuga was going on. Krishna was there. Now Krishna is gone. Boss is gone. Boss is gone तो एकदम chill. Computer बंद. Video game चालू. राइट मम्मी घर में नहीं तो बच्चे क्या करते हैं टीवी मत देखना नहीं मम्मी मैं पढ़ाई ही करूंगा मम्मी चली गई इधर चालू सब मम्मी का बाइक आ गया तो बाद में सब वापस बुक चालू राइट इट्स एवरीवेयर दैट्स हाउ इट वर्क्स so here Kalyuga just came and Kalyuga was started throwing all the bad and nasty things around his kingdom and this bull what he was trying to kill you see the same picture is over here in Bhagavatam or Shastras, bull represents dharma. Dharma is represented by bull. And the four legs, dharma stands on four legs. These are the four legs of dharma. Even one is broken, dharma will fall down. Right? So these four legs of dharma are Satyam, Saucham, Shama, and Daya. Satyam means truthfulness. Satyam. Saucham means swachhata. Saucham means cleanliness. Satyam, Saucham. Shama means austerity. Yeah, we have to do tapasya. Satyam, Saucham, Shama, and Daya. Daya means mercy, kindness, right? So these are the four legs of dharma. So even if one leg is broken, then we are not following dharma. Satyam, truthfulness. Satyam means, so these four legs of dharma are connected to the four regulative principles. Which are the four regulative principles? No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit affairs. So these four regulative principles which we speak about so much, it is not come from just someone's mind. Ye char karo, nahi karna. It is come from the shastras, from the dharma, right? What are the four pillars? Satyam. Satyam means truthfulness. So if you gamble, there is no truthfulness because gambling is what? Cheating someone. Gambling is not just going and playing some cards. It is also cheating someone. That is also Satyam is broken. Satyam, Saucham. Saucham means cleanliness. If you have illicit activities, then cleanliness is gone. Externally and internally in our mind also. Our mind also gets corrupted by thinking so many bad things. Satyam, Saucham, Shama. Shama means austerity. If you take intoxication, you cannot do austerity. Austerity doesn't mean a sadhu sitting in trance. Austerity means working hard for your family is also austerity. Following dharma is austerity. Doing what is right is austerity. But if you are in the influence of intoxication, will you follow what is right? No. Most of the accidents, what happens on 31st night, is under the influence of alcohol. So no one wants to follow what is right. Correct? So when you have intoxications, whatever is the form of intoxication, the shama is gone. Satyam, Socham, Shama, Daya. Daya is mercy, no meat eating. So when you kill someone, where is Daya? There is no Daya. Right? You'll say, no, I didn't kill, I just got it from KFC. Right? But you paid for it. All the seven people involved gets equal sin. One who killed, one who helped, one who cleaned it, one who cooked it, one who bought it, one who sold it, and one who ate it, and one who also served. सबको वो सुपर कंप्यूटर ऊपर है, मड़गांव म्युनिसिपल मार्केट के बाहर खड़ा है वो सब. I'm not scaring you. I'm not scaring you. But that's how the law of karma works. That's how it is. That's how the the grind of God is it goes on. The karma goes on, right? So this four regulative principles, what we spoke about, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit affairs, and no gambling. ये किसी के ऐसे ही दिमाग से नहीं आया. ये ISKCON ने नहीं बनाया है. This is not ISKCON things. This is from our Shastra. The four legs. It's from Srimad Bhagavatam. Right from day one, we are telling you last 3 months. Whatever we are speaking is from Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Nothing is manufactured by anyone. It's all from these books. What is there in Bhagavad Gita? Last 3 months you already learned. You have to sit and think. Everything will come out. Satyam, Socham, Shama, Daya. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit affairs, no gambling. It is said that if you don't do these four things, 99% of sins are gone. Means there's nothing else to sin. There's nothing else to sin. कुछ नहीं और. Right? So this are, and I'm not saying that from tomorrow you start following it. Slowly, 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 slowly go towards it. Right? Slowly. We all will require time. But that is like the ideal state, which is Shastras telling us, right? So that's why these are called the four pillars of dharma, which we should abide. Okay, so now what's next? So this guy is saying, Kali, I'm part of your Rajya. You cannot kill me. What you want to do now? Tell me. उसको ही डाल दिया धर्म संकट में. Now this king was also very intelligent. He said, okay, fine. He said, you do one thing to Kali personified. He said, you can live in my kingdom where these four activities are happening: no illicit sex, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling. Kali said, in your Raja, you're very clean Raja, nothing is happening. I just came to push this agenda. A lot of people are coming in our country to push some agenda. It's all going on now. Right? Venezuela ko capture kiya, India also they are coming, right? They're pushing some agenda. So now this Kali said, कुछ नहीं है अभी, क्या करूँ मैं? You only tell, but I am part of your kingdom. You should put me somewhere. You know what Parikshit said? Other than these four places, there is one more place you can be. The fifth place where you can be, Parikshit Maharaj is telling Kali, where there is hoarding of gold, where there is lot of gold which is accumulated. You can be there. Now, gold doesn't mean just gold, but a lot of wealth. If someone is accumulating lot of wealth, beyond what his 7 generations are needed. At least 7 generations is okay, but nowadays people accumulate wealth for coming 100 generations. Huh? I want more. Right? अभी elections भी आने वाले हैं 27 में, तो और 200 generation का आ जाएगा. Correct? So he said the fifth place where Kali can be is where lot of hoarding of wealth is going on. Because moment there is hoarding of wealth, there is selfishness. You imagine if you have 100 crores, you'll have good sleep. Okay, you have 1000 crores. 100 crores like everyone has nowadays. You have 1000 crores. You'll have sleep. नींद नहीं आएगी. पर रखू कहाँ? रखू किधर? बेड के नीचे डाल के रखू, लॉकर में रखू, किधर जमीन में गाड़ के रखू कहाँ? नींद भी नहीं आएगी. यू विल बी सो सस्पिशियस. मेरा पैसा कोई लेके जाएगा तो नींद. यू विल हैव नो रिलेशनशिप्स. Everything will be transactional. That's why it's called kalaho. Kalaho means fights, quarrels. In Kali Yuga, if you have lot of wealth which is come not because of your hard work but just by hoarding, you will have only sleepless nights. And that is what Parikshit Maharaj said. The fifth place you can be where there is lot of hoarding of gold. Right? So there are five places he can be. And of course, Parikshit Maharaj's kingdom, even that was not going. Everyone was very happy, everything was going nicely. So Kali Yuga was still trying to find a way to get inside. Parikshit was very clean. Nothing he is able to do, Kali Yuga is not able to get inside. So you know what he does? One more story I will tell you, and then the connection will come. So once Parikshit Maharaj goes for, so now this is done. Kali का बोल दिया, कली अभी ढूंढ रहा है जगह. ये चार तो होते नहीं है, no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit affairs, no gambling. He is searching for people, someone is holding lot of gold and money, वो भी नहीं मिल रहा था. So he is not able to get into his kingdom only. So what he does, see, everything what is happening in today's world has parallels in our Shastras. He corrupts some minds. Some people's mind he corrupts. वही चल रहा ना अभी भी सब जगह पे. They corrupt some people's mind and they start speaking. This चोरी हो रही है, चोरी हो रही है, चोरी हो रही है. हो ही नहीं रही. But the minds are corrupted. Same thing. वैसा ही हुआ. So what this Kali did, he corrupted the minds of Brahmanas. Okay. So now Parikshit Maharaj one day was going on an expedition in the forest, just like the kings go. And he was doing, he was very tired and very hungry. And his people, everything had got over. He had somehow got separated from his people. And he was very thirsty. He gets into the ashram of a rishi. His name is Shamik Rishi. And Shamik Rishi was in tapasya. And he said, give me some water. I'm very thirsty. Shamik Rishi was in tapasya. He didn't even hear what Parikshit Maharaj said. And you all must have experienced when you are hungry, what comes? How many people get angry when they are hungry? You all are sadhus, huh? I get angry over. That's why I take something from home when I go to office. When I come back 7 o'clock, I eat and come. Put it in mouth and come. So that at least when I'm inside, I can resist. Very important. You should read your body. Don't put your anger on the whole world. So he also gets very angry. And then, no water. This guy is sitting in trance. I'm king. What is this? So of course he was a saintly man, so he didn't do anything. Just to just to put something, he just there was a dead snake, and every time someone touches a snake, it is considered to be very upshagun. So he removes with his bow a dead snake which was just outside his ashram and puts in his neck. Take this now. You are doing too much natak now, tapassam, but ye le. And he goes. Now you will say Parikshit Maharaj is a saintly king. How he can do this? Later, Parikshit Maharaj also realized, my God, what I did, I shouldn't have done this. After some time, Shamik Rishi comes out of his trance, of his tapasya, and he sees there's a dead snake. So okay, he just takes that snake, throws it out. आ गया होगा. He's not bothered. Shamik Rishi had a son. His name was Shringi. Someone goes and tells Shringi, you know what? The king had come to your house. Your father was in tapasya, and that very proud king, he had a very arrogant king. He took a snake and put in your father's neck. Shringi's mind was already corrupted by Kali. He said, how the Kshatriyas can act like that? They don't know their position. We are Brahmanas. We have yogic powers. I can chant a mantra and finish that king now only. So out of his huge arrogance and pride, this small child Shringi, he was Brahmana, very powerful. He takes some water in his palm, utters some mantra and say, within 7 days, a flying snake will come and it will kill that emperor Parikshit, because he had put a dead snake in my father's neck. A flying snake will come. Now, who has seen a flying snake? What is it? No, my power. Flying snake will come and kill that Parikshit in 7 days. He utters and he goes home. The whole world comes to know a big curse has been given to the king. And he was not king of Bharat, he was king of the whole world. He comes home. Shamik Rishi says, what you have done? You know who is he? He's a pious king. And what you had done, just put a snake. So what? Even I didn't take it as offense. How you did this? How you did this? The whole world is crying. The whole world is crying. And Parikshit Maharaj comes to know that I have been cursed. What is a curse? He will die in how many days? 7 दिन में खत्म. Now, Parikshit Maharaj, even though he was a Kshatriya, he had power. He was a Raj Rishi. He had power to reverse the curse. He could have reversed the curse. बच्चे का कर्ज है. He would have reversed it, and everything would have got finished. Parikshit Maharaj says, no. It is my destiny. Things have happened. Everything happens because of the will of the Lord. I accept this as the will of Lord. He coronates his son. Who was Parikshit's son? He coronates Janmajan, and he leaves. Now, how many days he have to die? We all also have 7 days only. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. हमारे पास भी 7 दिन ही है. किसी ने हमको बोल दिया unfortunately you have 7 days. What we'll do? We'll go to the best of the places. We'll write our will. We'll do everything on bodily platform. I repeat, we'll do everything on bodily platform. Yes, we should take care. Maybe that's what he did. Janmajan ko king banaya. At least the world is taken care of. And then he left. You know what Parikshit did? He started searching for great saintly personalities who can tell him what is the duty of a person who is supposed to die in 7 days. And that is the first question in Bhagavatam. He asked Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj asked Sukdev Goswami, oh dear Goswami, tell me what is the duty of a person who is supposed to die in 7 days. Bhagavad Gita, what to do? Bhagavatam, how to do. Right? Bhagavad Gita also Arjuna was facing his death. Krishna told him the entire Gita. Here also Parikshit was facing death. He is demonstrating now how to live it, how to do it. So this is like a work manual, how to do it. Right? So he started searching everywhere. Where are the people? So he went to all the rishis, saints, everyone directed him to Shukdev Goswami, because Shukdev Goswami was the most learned person. And both of them comes on the banks of Naimisharanya river, and Shukdev Goswami narrates Parikshit Maharaj Srimad Bhagavatam. You heard about Bhagavatam Sapta? Bhagavad Sapta suna hai? Reading Bhagavatam in 7 days. Why? Because it was spoken in 7 days. So 7 days, 7 nights without sleeping. ऐसे नहीं क्या 8 घंटा हो गया, थोड़ा ब्रेक लो बीच में, फिर थोड़ा घूम के आते हैं, फिर सोते हैं, प्रसाद कुछ है क्या, फिर थोड़ा nothing. 7 days, 7 nights. They are just discussing Bhagavatam. No sleep, nothing. And all the sages of all the universe have come and sitting over there. And if you see in the assembly, you can see Narad Muni also. Now you know what is this? Narad Muni भी आके बैठे हैं. This is humility. नारद मुनि ने बोले तेरे बाप को मैंने बोला था, करेक्ट ना? Your father, no, I thought. He said, no, I will come and sit. And you see next to Narad Muni, one blue personality is there. There is Vyasdev. Oh, sorry, that is Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva also sits over there. And Vyasdev is over here, starting. So Vyasdev also comes and sits. So everyone comes and sits and hears what Sukdev Maharaj is telling Parikshit. Sukdev Goswami is telling Parikshit Maharaj. 7 days, 7 nights on the bank of river Saraswati, Bhagavad Katha is going on. And the entire 18,000 shlokas is described over here. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. What is there in Bhagavad Gita? What to do? Srimad Bhagavatam tells how to do. All the stories about great personalities, Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, Bharat Maharaj, Lord Ramchandra, Lord Krishna in different situations, what he did. Everything about you, take any big name, Janmajan, Gautam Muni, every big Rishi, Muni, everything is, all of their mentions and different stories and situations is there in Bhagavatam. Right? So Parikshit Maharaj sits over here, and for 7 days, 7 nights, Srimad Bhagavatam has been spoken. So this is how Srimad Bhagavatam comes into being. It's clear now? Now quickly for next 5 minutes, we'll go through what is the importance of Srimad Bhagavatam. This we have already described. There are 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, 18,000 verses, and 335 chapters of Srimad, total chapters in Srimad Bhagavatam. What is there in Srimad Bhagavatam? Srimad Bhagavatam tells these three things. Like Bhagavad Gita speaks about the 5 things: who is Ishvara, who is soul, what is karma, what is prakriti, and what is time. Similarly, Bhagavatam speaks about 3 things. It speaks about what is our sambandha. Sambandha means our relationship with Bhagwan. What is abhideha? Abhideha means how to establish that relationship. That is through the process of bhakti. And if we do this, what will be the result? Prayojana, that is prema. which is what we are looking for. We are looking for love. Simple. कुछ भी करो जिंदगी में, आप मोबाइल देखो, नेटफ्लिक्स देखो, मंदिर में आओ, इस्कॉन में आओ, या कहीं पे भेलपुरी खाने जाओ, यू आर लुकिंग फॉर प्लेजर. You don't do anything, sit at home on the whole Sunday, you're looking for pleasure. You're looking for love. That love we find by establishing our relation with Krishna. That is what Bhagavatam is telling. And there's a process. There's a process how to do that. Okay, so this is what is there in Bhagavatam. Uh, Chaitanya Bhagavat, one of a very, very deep Puran, it says that one, two, three, four things. Srimad Bhagavatam, Tulasi, Ganga, and devotees. Wherever these four things are found, Krishna is always present. So if you have Bhagavatam in your house, Krishna is present. If you have Tulsi Devi in your house, which we all are so fortunate, following Sanatan Dharma, Krishna is present. If you have Ganga water in your house, Krishna is present. Right? And if you have devotees in your house, Krishna is present. So if you become devotee, which you all are already, Krishna is present in your house, on or any place where you go. Right? So that's why it said Bhagavatam is a literally incarnation of the Lord. Literally means words. Sound incarnation of the Lord Krishna is holy name. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the sound incarnation. This is literally incarnation. So if you have Bhagavatam in your house, you have Krishna in your house. Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam purifies us of all the anarthas, six anarthas, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mat, matsar, and fill our heart with bhakti to Lord Krishna. How it happened? Shrunatam sakata Krishna Purna Shravana Kirtanam Hridayantasta Abhadrani Vidur Muti Suritsitam. Shrunatam sakata Krishna. If you keep hearing about Krishna from Bhagavatam, Punya Shravana Kirtanam, it purifies our life. Hridayantasta, in our heart, there are a lot of knots. All those knots are open, and our heart becomes open to receiving the love of the Lord. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya. Sevaya means hear, and sevaya also means serve. Bhagavate uttama shlokir bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regularly hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and rendering service on pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart, all the anarthas are completely destroyed. And then what happens? Loving service to the Lord, who is praised by transcendental songs, are established. So one of the ways of developing bhakti, what we are trying to do to Krishna, is reading Bhagavatam or hearing Bhagavatam. Hearing Bhagavad Katha or reading Bhagavad Katha, we develop love to Krishna. Right? And then what Krishna does, this is the effect of hearing Bhagavatam. शृण्वतां श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणस्तश्च स्वचैततां कलेन अतिदीर्घेन भगवान विशते हृदय. Bhagavan Vishate Hridaya means Lord sits in our heart, the last line. And how it happens? Person who hear Bhagavatam regularly are always thinking and are very serious of having personality of Godhead Sri Krishna manifest in their heart in short time. And then what happens? This is very nice. प्रविष्टे कर्ण रंध्रेना. प्रविष्टे मीन्स प्रवेश, प्रवेश किया कहां से? कर्ण रंध्रेना. कर्ण मीन्स कान. Bhagavatam gets inside us through our ears. Ears are very important. I told you, right? It's very important whom we give our ears to. हम किसके बार किससे सुनते हैं? प्रविष्ट कर्ण रंध्रेना. So Lord Krishna goes in our heart through the ears. Swana bhava suro ruha. Swana bhava means he sits on the top of our heart. And then what he does? See, this is very important. Third line. Dunoti shamalam Krishna. Dunoti means he धोते हैं भगवान. क्या धोते हैं? Our heart, my heart. My heart is so dirty. It is filled with kama, krodha, lobha, moha, vatsar. So I hear Bhagavatam. Krishna goes in my heart through my ears. And Krishna doesn't sit over there. Suppose your house is very dirty. Your friend comes, he knocks on a door, you open, it's so dirty, सब गंदा है, बास आ रहा है अंदर से. तुम्हारा फ्रेंड आएगा क्या? भाग जाएगा. चार और लोगों को बोलेगा उसके घर में जाने का नहीं, सब गंदा है. That is material friendship. Krishna, he knocks about the door of our heart, and all our hearts are filled with dirty things only. Krishna doesn't run away. Krishna gets inside. He gets inside and doesn't sit over there. He takes a mop and he cleans. He's cleaning our heart. That is said over here. Dunoti Shamalam Krishna Shalilasya Yata Sharat. Shalilasya Yata Sharat means example is given if there is a dirty pot of dirty water. Sharat means Rutu, Sharat Rutu, Varsha, rains. If rains are coming and falling in a dirty pot, after some time what happens? The dirty pot becomes clean, right? Dirty things out. So that example is given over here. So when we hear about Krishna, Karna Randrena, Krishna goes in our heart. You will say, what is this? कुछ भी फेंक रहे हैं ऐसा थोड़ी होता है मुझे कितना अनर्थ है मेरे इसमें मुझे पता है ऐसा थोड़ी भगवत कथा हरि कथा सुनने से सब क्लीन होगा 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 it will happen that is what is said over here we have to try it and it happens it happens it is said Krishna goes through our ears sits on our heart and dunoti he cleans our heart of all the dirty contamination that is Srimad Bhagavatam this Srimad Bhagavat Puran is not an ordinary Puran this is literally incarnation of Lord हमने दुनिया में बहुत चीज़ें पढ़ी है देखी है यू ऑल आर डबल माई एज यू हैव सीन द वर्ल्ड I don't have much to tell you, but we all have experienced what it is. This Puran is Divya Puran. Out of all the lakhs of Vedas, what we have, Indians are known for Vedas, right? The whole world is looking at us because we have Vedic knowledge, but we only don't know what to. Lack of verses. All those lack of verses are condensed to Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, just two books. This should be the books of our life. Start reading, whatever it is, little, start reading, start hearing about Bhagavatam. It will clean. All the anarthas will go. We'll feel that happiness, what we are hankering, looking in Netflix, looking on this Durandar, looking there. We all are looking for happiness. Milta hi nahi, kahan hai, mil hi nahi raha hai. It's there in Bhagavatam. We are not feeling happiness because heart is all contaminated. Contaminations can be removed if we hear Hari Katha. That's why we say Hari Nama, Hari Katha, Hari Seva. These three things only we have to do in life. That's perfection. All other things, working, studying, maintaining things, it is just do as it is required. Goal of life should be Hari Nama, Hari Katha, Hari Seva. That should be goal of life. All other things are just do it. Just do it. It is just do as is required. But goal should be this. That is perfection of life. Right? So it is said that only if someone is very fortunate, only he can read Bhagavatam or hear Bhagavatam. Very fortunate. On whom Krishna has special mercy. Only he can read or hear Bhagavatam. It is there in Bhagavatam itself. Right? So we all have to make lot of prayas to read Bhagavatam. If one adheres to these two books, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, one is sure to obtain association of Krishna in next life. It is sure. There is no doubt. This is there in Bhagavatam itself. Right? So this Bhagavatam has to be worshipped. So we worship Srimad Bhagavatam. It is not just kept as a book. You know, when devotees house Bhagavatam, they buy Bhagavatam set. It's a book of 20 books. They first worship it. It's Krishna. It's not just some books. Ah, book aa gaya dal do. It's worshipped, and then they start reading it. Your house will be purified, everything will be purified. No, all ghosts, everything, all those wrong things, bad omens, everything will go out of your house if there is Bhagavatam in the house. What to speak about if you are reciting or reading or hearing Bhagavatam, right? So today, what we discussed is on Srimad Bhagavatam. There is difference of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. We also discuss who spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to whom? Who spoke? What are the two names you have to remember? सुखदेव गोस्वामी सब लोग बोलिए सुखदेव गोस्वामी एंड दूसरे कौन है हाँ परीक्षित महाराज दिस आर द टू नेम जैसे अर्जुन एंड कृष्णा वी नो वी टू गो वन स्टेप अहेड हमारे वेद है ना थोड़ी पाकिस्तान से आए हैं हमारे वेद है हम नहीं सुनेंगे हम नहीं सीखेंगे तो कौन सीखेगा और कोई नहीं सीखेगा ना हमको ही सीखना है हमको ही लोगों को बोलना है सो वी शुड नो वी शुड लर्न वी आर लर्न वी ऑल आर इंटेलिजेंट पीपल दैट्स व्हाई वी आर सिटिंग हियर कृष्णा हैज गिवन अस इंटेलिजेंस we should use that intelligence properly we should go beyond roti kapda makan and mobile वो तो चाहिए ही वो तो बेसिक है उधर ही बेसिक नहीं रहना है उसके आगे जाना है the very fact that we all are sitting over here we have more intelligence than normal people we are beyond the average people So we have to also use our time, resources, energy in going beyond average, reading Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavatam, Hari Katha, Hari Nam, Hari Seva, right? So Bhagavatam is no ordinary book. This is coming right from Krishna himself. Krishna gave it to Brahmaji. Brahmaji gave it to Narad Muni. Narad Muni gave it to Vyasdev. Vyasdev gave it to Shukdev Goswami. And Shukdev Goswami is also not an ordinary person. He is the parrot of Srimati Radharani and Krishna, who are same. And then Lord Shiva also gave him the Hari Katha, what he confidentially told to Mother Parvati. And all this we are getting in the form of these books. These books are no ordinary books. So if you don't have Bhagavatam, you should see that you take Bhagavatam and start reading or hearing Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. And as we have already put in the group that we will be stopping this Saturday program. So next week